15 Things Not to Do in Jordan. Jordan is a small Middle Eastern country that occupies under 100,000 square kilometers including the Dead Sea, which makes it similar in size to Portugal and Austria. Jordan is generally considered a carefree country, but as in any Arab country, there are still certain cultural norms of which you should be aware. Here's a list of things to bear in mind while traveling to this beautiful nation. Number 1. Be aware of dress codes. Jordan is quickly becoming a modern cultural hub, and this is reflected in its increasingly modern clothing styles. However, freedom in terms of dress code will always be limited. Misunderstandings about what's appropriate where is the biggest cause of friction between locals and tourists. In order to respect cultural norms, women should wear loose-fitting clothing and avoid wearing anything revealing. As for men, it is important to bear in mind that it isn't acceptable to walk around topless. Number 2. Always pack a scarf. Aside from dress codes, a scarf can come in handy for totally different reasons. On a hot day, it might be a good idea to cover your head to avoid getting heat stroke. This is especially the case when visiting a desert tourist site such as Wadi Rum or Petra. Female visitors might need a scarf when visiting a religious site, such as the spectacular King Hussein bin Talal Mosque. Number 3. Vegetarians, be alert. Vegetarianism is widely accepted and catered to in Jordanian culture. However, those who don't eat meat will still be left with limited choices when it comes to traditional cuisine. Almost all Jordanian dishes contain animal products in one way or another. So be prepared, say, if invited to lunch, to stare down at a table full of meat dishes, and be aware that it is very disrespectful to show disgust for food in Jordan. Number 4. The Arab 5 minutes rule. Jordanian people love being spontaneous and easygoing, especially when it comes to making plans and appointments. People might simply show up and hang out, invite you to come over at a specific time, or plan a road trip and leave immediately. Punctuality, on the other hand, is disregarded. When you've made plans with a local and they say they'll be with you in 5 minutes, it is best to presume they'll be at least 20 minutes late, so you might as well be late yourself. Number 5. Photography permissions. Jordan is undoubtedly one of the most photogenic regions in the world. The locals are often happy to pose for your photographs as well. But before attempting to take any pictures of them, always ask for permission, especially when women are present. Number 6. Love is not in the air. You might be surprised to see male locals greeting each other with hugs and kisses on the cheeks. The same goes for females, as this is a socially acceptable method of greeting. On the other hand, it is frowned on for couples to show affection in public, from holding hands to kissing. It is worth bearing in mind that homosexuality, while legalized in 1951, is still a taboo concept. Number 7. Avoid the rush hour. Traffic jams reach their peak between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. It is almost impossible to find a taxi at that time, and if you do, the taxi driver will often be hesitant to take you anywhere in order to avoid the traffic. Always plan your movements through the city in advance, or choose to walk to closer destinations on foot during those times. Number 8. Not realizing just how expensive the country is. Whilst it is possible to backpack on the cheap in Jordan, if you want to stay somewhere other than hostels and eat street food, it is going to cost you. For mid-range travel, Jordan is one of the most expensive countries. It's worth every penny of course, but the cost is definitely a shocker. Number 9. Use your hands. Table manners are carefree in Jordan. Eating food with your hands is a common custom, and also indicates that you are enjoying the food on offer. Mansafe, Jordan's famous traditional dish, for example, is usually eaten with your hands. Number 10. Shaving before you get in the Dead Sea. This is one mistake you do not want to make. The Dead Sea is famous for its high salt content, and a float in it is a true bucket list moment. It's every bit as fun as you might imagine. That is, unless you have just shaved or, God forbid, you get some water in your eyes or mouth. The salt really stings, and it is advised not to shave for at least 2 days before you hop in. Number 11, don't forget to get the Jordan Pass before you arrive. It's common for a city or country to offer a pass that includes admission to a variety of attractions at a cost that would be less than the sum of the individual admission prices. However, it's not common for that pass to include a tourist visa, which is exactly what the Jordan Pass does. You'll need to purchase the pass beforehand online and have a printout, or digital copy accessible on your smartphone, when you go through immigration. Number 12, beware of camel ride. At some point in your adventure in Wadi Rum, you'll get approached by men with camels offering to sell you a ride. As you mount the camel, you'll quickly realize the saddle is unlike any seat you've ever encountered, as if you're trying to sit on the tread of a tractor tire. The slow, bouncy ride ends with one last attempt to catapult you forward as the camel drops to its knees before settling. The next day, you'll be sore in muscles you didn't know you had. Number 13, don't offend the locals. Every culture has certain religious do's and don'ts. Here are some quick ones. Don't point the soles of your feet at anyone. Don't walk in front of someone who's praying. And don't interrupt someone who's praying. Number 14, never say no to food. Jordanians are generous and hospitable people. They take their guests' comfort seriously, and go to great lengths to make them feel at home. They enjoy sharing their meals with everyone. Always smile and accept the food offering, as repeatedly telling them you're full will likely offend them. Number 15, Israel is a sensitive subject. Jordan is home to both Jordanians and Palestinians, and the subject of Israel is a sensitive matter. As a traveler, you might have differing opinions regarding this topic, but it is advised never to open up or participate in discussions relating to it. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to this channel.